The new global circulation of goods was facilitated by royal chartered European monopoly companies who took silver from the Spanish colonies in America to purchase Asian goods for the Atlantic markets. But regional markets continued to flourish in Afro-Eurasia using established commercial practices and new transoceanic shipping services developed by European merchants. European merchants' roles in Asian trade was characterized mostly by transporting goods from one Asian country to another market in Asia or the Indian Ocean region. Commercialization and the creation of a global economy were intimately connected to new global circulation of silver from America. Silver trade actually caused social divisions in China. The Atlantic system involved the movement of goods, wealth, and free and unfree laborers, and the mixing of African, American, and European cultures and people. The new connections between the East and West hemispheres resulted in the Columbian Exchange. American foods became staple crops in various parts of Europe, Asia, and Africa. Cash crops were grown primarily on plantations with coerced labor and were exported mostly to Europe and the Middle East in this period. European colonization and the introduction of European agriculture and settlements practices in the Americas often affected the physical environment through deforestation and soil depletion. The increase in interactions between newly connected hemispheres and intensification of connections within hemispheres expanded the spread and reform of existing religions and created syncretic belief systems and practices. As Islam spread to new settings in Afro-Eurasia, believers adapted it to local cultural practices. The split between Sunni and Shia traditions of Islam intensified, and Sufi practices became more widespread. The practice of Christianity continued to spread throughout the world and was increasingly diversified by the process of diffusion and reformation. Buddhism spread within Asia. Afro-Eurasian fruit trees, grains, sugar, and domesticated animals were brought by Europeans to the Americas, while other foods were brought by African slaves. Populations in Afro-Eurasia benefited nutritionally from the increased diversity of American food crops. European colonization of the Americas led to the spread of diseases, including smallpox, measles, and influenza, that were endemic of the Eastern Hemisphere among Amerindian populations, and the unintentional transfer of vermin, including mosquitoes and rats. As merchants' profits increased and governments collected more taxes, funding for the visual and performing arts, even for popular audiences, increased. Literacy expanded and was accompanied by the proliferation of popular authors, literary forms, and works of literature in Afro-Eurasia.